36. And Bezaleel, and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whom Jehovah hath given wisdom and understanding, to know to do every work of the service of the sanctuary, have done according to all that Jehovah commanded. And Moses calleth unto Bezaleel, and unto Aholiab, and unto every wise-hearted man, in whose heart Jehovah hath given wisdom, every one whom his heart lifted up, to come near unto the work to do it. And they take from before Moses all the heave offering which the sons of Israel have brought in for the work of the service of the sanctuary to do it. And still they have brought in unto him a willing offering, morning by morning. And all the wise men, who are doing all the work of the sanctuary, come each from his work which they are doing, and speak unto Moses, saying, The people are multiplying to bring in more than sufficient for the service of the work which Jehovah commanded to make. And Moses commandeth, and they cause a voice to pass over through the camp, saying, Let not man or woman make any more work for the heave offering of the sanctuary. And the people are restrained from bringing, and the work hath been sufficient for them, for all the work, to do it, and to leave. And all the wise-hearted ones among the doers of the work make the tabernacle, 10 curtains of twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, with cherubs, work of a designer he hath made them. The length of the one curtain is 28 by the cubit, and the breadth of the one curtain 4 by the cubit. One measure is to all the curtains. And he joineth the 5 curtains one unto another, and the other 5 curtains he hath joined one unto another. And he maketh loops of blue on the edge of the one curtain at the end in the joining. So he hath made in the edge of the outmost curtain in the joining of the second. 50 loops he hath made in the one curtain, and 50 loops hath he made in the end of the curtain, which is in the joining of the second. The loops are taking hold one on another. And he maketh 50 hooks of gold, and joineth the curtains one unto another by the hooks, and the tabernacle is one. And he maketh curtains of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle, 11 curtains he hath made them. The length of the one curtain is 30 by the cubit, and the breadth of the one curtain is 4 cubits. One measure is to the 11 curtains. And he joineth the 5 curtains apart, and the 6 curtains apart. And he maketh 50 loops on the outer edge of the curtain in the joining, and 50 loops he hath made on the edge of the curtain which is joining the second. And he maketh 50 hooks of brass to join the tent, to be one. And he maketh a covering for the tent of rams' skins made red, and a covering of badgers' skins above. And he maketh the boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. 10 cubits is the length of the one board, and 1.5 cubits the breadth of the one board. 2 handles are to the one board, joined one unto another. So he hath made for all the boards of the tabernacle. And he maketh the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward. And 40 sockets of silver he hath made under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under the one board for its 2 handles, and 2 sockets under the other board for its 2 handles. And for the second side of the tabernacle, for the north side, he hath made 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under the one board, and 2 sockets under the other board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward hath he made 6 boards, and 2 boards hath he made for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. And they have been twins below, and together they are twins at its head, at the one ring. So he hath done to both of them at the 2 corners. And there have been 8 boards, and their sockets of silver are 16 sockets, 2 sockets under the one board. And he maketh bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the second side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle for the sides westward. And he maketh the middle bar to enter into the midst of the boards from end to end. And the boards he hath overlaid with gold, and their rings he hath made of gold, places for bars, and he overlayeth the bars with gold. And he maketh the veil of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and twined linen, work of a designer he hath made it, with cherubs. And he maketh for it 4 pillars of shittim wood, and overlayeth them with gold. Their pegs are of gold, and he casteth for them 4 sockets of silver. And he maketh a covering for the opening of the tent, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and twined linen, work of an embroiderer. also its 5 pillars, and their pegs; and he overlaid their tops and their fillets with gold; and their 5 sockets are brass.